to call to order for all of us to stand, do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Everybody see. I'd like to do a attendance call for everybody that's present. I'm Mark Kane, Chairman. I'm present.
I'm Sharon Scarlett, I'm Vice Chair, present. Dave, go ahead.
Dave Batari, present via phone.
John Allen, present.
Len Livonia, present.
All right, we're good. What I'd like to do is open this for appointment to, we have Commissioner Geary, I'm not sure how to pronounce that,
Garofalo.
Garofalo, and Commissioner Len Bonia.
Livonia.
Oh, Livonia, I'm sorry, I apologize. As new appointments to our committee, we'd like to welcome them. And then we also have a new zoning enforcement officer, Ms. Jada Bennett. And we are also adding to the record that there is going to be an assistant zoning officer, Mark Cody, to take the position for when Ms. Jada Bennett leaves on maternity leave. First thing is we have application for the public hearing. Oh, acceptance. Right, yeah, we're gonna be accepting a new application. It's,
Real quick, Mark,
I'm sorry,
so because the accepting application is not currently on the agenda,
I do.
you'll just have to make a vote to add it to the
Okay.
agenda, and then you can accept it.
correct, okay. We'd like to take a vote upon accepting this application in this evening's meeting.
Adding it to the agenda.
I make a motion to accept?
Second.
It's accepted into the, it's application number 24-031-Z. Address is 244 Lee Farm Drive, under Sherry and Joseph Capaldo. Capaldo? Is that correctly?
We'll take an all in favor for that vote as well. We have a first and a second. Now we will do an all in favor vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And
Dave says aye.
Aye. Yep.
thank you, Dave. Wonderful.
All right, so, under tonight's application, 24-052-Z, 407 South Britton Road, Stefano Demiglio is the application owner. It's to build an emergency exit sitting area, construction of an 8x8 deck landing with steps to grade in which to allow a secondary egress from the building.
Mark,
Do we have,
you accepted this application
we,
last month, yet you have to say that.
oh, we did accept this application last month. Do we have to state the fact that we weren't present, but it was, okay.
So it's at a public hearing now.
Last month's ZBA meeting, yes, okay. Do we have any of the correspondence cards from the applicant?
Yes, in fact, the applicant, he just,
He's looking for
The mailing,
The mailings to your
I have
neighbors?
it. I have all three here. Or I don't know if you have them too.
How many neighboring properties do we have? Just two?
there were four.
There's four?
Yeah.
There are three, but the
There- and there- I
post
think, yeah.
office, the post office said one of them wasn't an address, but I sent it anyway. So there's three. They said that one wasn't, they were
Oh,
the
okay.
same property.
Right.
Mayor is the last name.
Yes, I remember that, Judith
Mr.
Mayer.
Demiglio?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You can stand right up at the podium.
we'll just let the record state that we received 3 notifications, certified mail notifications.
This will be the public hearing section of the meeting, Mr. Demiglio. You wouldn't mind just stating your name and address for the record, and give us a brief description of what you're looking to do here in the application.
My name is John Paul Demiglio. My brother currently owns the property. It's in the process of getting transferred to me. So we're working together. He gave permission for me to be here. Basically, it's a small cottage. There's one way to get in through the front door. Basically, what we want to do is add a small landing / deck. It's 8 by 8. It's really like a landing with steps down to grade from the bedroom for emergency egress in case the place catches on fire or whatever, need be.
Okay, so you're basically going on this based on an egress, correct?
Correct.
So you have one entrance, which looks like to be at the front of the existing structure,
Right,
with a set of stairs that leads to that area, correct?
right,
That's the only set of stairs that leads to the front of the house.
correct.
Speak into the microphone.
And without any pictures of the structure, what's the estimated height of the window openings in the remaining, or actually, I should ask you first, how many rooms are in this?
It's just 2.
So
Really?
there's,
There's a living room and a bedroom. It's only 480 square feet. It's a small, tiny building.
okay. And what's the approximate height of the floor grade to the existing outside topography grade?
At what point?
If you're walking on your first floor,
But
to where you-
at what point of the structure?
anywhere around the structure?
What varies?
I think what he's referring to is the fact that if you go from the northern end of the structure to the southern end of the structure, the topography is a significant change in grade.
Okay, so what's?
So where the deck landing is, it's probably like 6 feet.
Okay. And then you would have probably like 3 feet to the bottom of the window, maybe 3.5 feet.
Well, it's a door. It's a French door.
Okay. And then for the bedroom, is that on the, well, that would be more, wouldn't that be western on that part? I don't know the layout of the house, that's where the bedrooms and everything, because I would imagine if you came in the front door, you're going into the front door.
Well, the front door is on the side of the house. And then it depends
That's on the southern side.
That's
and
on the
then
western
northern
side.
side's the back of the house, correct?
No,
North-
you're looking at
North
it-
is pointing towards, there's the arrow.
Oh,
right
there we go,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, it'd be kind of, the west is going towards the bank that's there, so. So you're saying at the northeastern side, where you want to put this deck and the stairs, it's about 6 feet
To grade.
to grade. So you could actually modify the structure's windows to meet egress for emergency access, if that was the case being.
You'd have a larger drop then if you had windows, because that's a French door.
Correct, but under the code for being able for egress and a certain height off the ground, if I'm not mistaken, we can check that to verify it. If it was to be, I believe within, I think it's 12 feet, it's capable of jumping out the window if you needed to have for egress. So if you were in that bedroom, you would, if you modified that window, I do believe to 5.1 square feet, it's a possibility, and I could be mistaken, we'll check on that as well. You could modify the window opening for egress purposes.
Okay, I guess,
Just to clarify a little additionally, the purpose of the ZBA is to look at the land
Okay.
with regard to this. So the applicant could technically put egress at any point on his property
Yep.
and make the case that he needs egress. The position that the applicant would be taking is a hardship based on the land. So
Well,
if
that
you can
was
represent Mr.
My next
Demiglio.
question.
well, it drops, the grade, I mean, I don't think that shows topography, but the grade drops way off. So at the window, it's 6, but then it just drops. So, I mean, They didn't ask for one with topo, but does that one have topo?
No, it doesn't.
So there's like probably a 30-foot differential between you can see the steps coming up from the road. There's 47 steps coming from the road to the bottom point of the building. So the grade really drops off. So from the structure to grade is like 6 feet, but then from that point down, it drops off significantly.
All right, so my next question is what hardship are you showing with this? That once we've talked now about the egress and everything, what hardship is it that you feel you need, that you have here that's gonna preside that this is a required thing?
Well, just a safety thing. I mean, I was thinking there's just be a safety, if you jumped out of the window, you'd be rolling down the hill. It just would make it a safer means of getting out of the building. Right now, there's no driveway there either, so it's not like you can get an emergency vehicle up there. There's no way of there's basically 47 steps to get up to the building. So any way of getting out in a safer way, what I think would be a bonus, for someone living in there. The bedroom doesn't have any other windows either, it's just that door.
Okay. I'm done with my questions. Anybody else on the board have any further questions?
Mr. Chairman,
Please state your name.
Sharon Scarlett, what is the depth now from the road to the front door, when you get in, what is
I think it's like 30 feet differential, but from South Britton Road to the bottom of what you would call the grade to that window.
so it would drop 30 feet, you're saying?
From grade outside the door to South Britton Road.
If any of the commissioners would like to stop by the monitor, I'm sorry I can't get it on the big screen.
I could see.
This is the Google road image of the road grade to where the structure is located.
On the left, the structure is, I
It's a
see.
little round cottage. It's
I
got
see.
a significant slope in the front of the property. As the applicant has represented, it takes about 40-ish stairs to access the property and gain access to the main area where the house is located. Thanks, Sonia. So the applicant is looking for a variance to create a landing along the front side of the building, proximal to the road, alongside with the road, for the reasons that the applicant has stated here. Just to give you a visual representation of what you guys are looking to approve today.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So yes, it would be a significant drop if you,
Yeah, you'd basically, I mean, it's tough to work on that slope, forget about, if you jumped out of the window. Which would then be higher than the door, you're 6 feet, but if you had a window, obviously the window would be higher than the door would be, because you don't put a window at floor height, so the window would be at like 9 or 10 feet, so you'd have a 10-foot drop, give or take, out of the window down to the grade, down to the...
so
Anybody else?
ultimately, this is the public hearing portion. If David has any questions, or if any of the other commissioners have any questions, this is the time to ask those questions, speak with the applicant, get anything answered. If the commissioners feel at this time that no other information can be gleaned from the public hearing, you can make a motion to close the public hearing, and we can move into the decision portion.
Dave, do you have anything you'd like to ask?
You guys pretty much asked the same questions. I can see, I'm looking at the satellite view of the house now, and I can see what they're talking about, so I'm all set on this end.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
I'd like to ask the applicant one more question. I'm still not hearing anything as far as hardship, where the hardship lies on this.
The topography. I mean, getting out of the house, and you're saying put a window and jump out of the,
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, that wasn't my implication, it was a question is all it was. I
Okay.
was just asking about that, as far as, but your hardship for this is you're just basing it strictly on the topography. So in this instance, I understand and I'm sure we all see the positioning of the home on the property where it is. But there has to be something other, because there's so many alternatives that can potentially be versus this. And I'm not seeing or hearing any hardship really of,
Well, what alternatives? There's only one wall that the door, it's a tiny little house. It's not like there's many places you could put it. It's 450 square feet.
what year was the house built in? Do you know?
I think it's 1938.
Yeah, 1938.
I mean, the whole house is non-conforming the way it was built,
Correct.
years ago, so.
No.
I don't think I could do anything without it being, non-conforming.
And so you went to, Sharon Scarlett, you went to zoning, and they denied you?
No, I got caught, actually.
Oh, you
Jake-
got called?
Yeah, we started building it, and I didn't realize that we needed, I didn't realize that it was something that we needed. We got permits for the inside, we did the inside of the structure, updated it, and then we started on the outside, and then realized that we needed to, I didn't realize how close the property line it was and all that, so.
And with respect to
Right.
that, your voting this evening, whether or not you guys end up voting, should only be based on the merits of the application. The fact that the applicant has technically undergone the work already should have no basis on your decision here today. You're making a decision that will carry with the land. So ultimately, whether or not the applicant has already started work or has waited up until this point to apply and then receive your decision, the decision still stands and should be based on the land today, as you guys see it.
Does any other board members have any further questions?
Len Livonia, would the applicant be able to show on that image, just so I have a more of a clearer picture of exactly what he's referring to?
Be happy to
As
provide
far
him
as-
the.
Exactly where you're looking to do this? I know it's the images, the street view, but
Over on the
on the,
monitor.
Right here. So this is the grade.
okay,
Yeah, so from the concrete portion to the wood is about 6 feet.
okay,
Maybe it's a touch less. So like you can see from where that would be to where you'd have windows, it'd be like another 4 feet. So you'd probably be around 10 feet,
okay.
8 feet,
So
8 to
you're
10
bring,
feet.
the 8x8 structure is here at this window,
Right,
and then
between-
you're
right.
bringing it down into here?
Just, no, I was gonna go just along the wall of the building. So. you'd have-
Down on this side,
Down the back, the other way.
going down that way?
It could go
stairs.
either way, it could
The
go either
stairs
way,
go
yeah.
Okay.
The stairs, you mean?
The steps coming off the deck.
Is
yeah.
that the way to enter the property, is through those
Correct,
stairs?
yep.
So the structure would be on this side, in this
Right.
area?
Got
Okay,
it. Yep.
gotcha. Okay.
And Mr. Demiglio, for the purpose of the application, what the commission is approving today, you will want to have the stairs, that decision whether or not the stairs are gonna be exiting to the right or left will absolutely have to be determined.
Okay.
If you're still unsure at this stage of how you'd like that to go, I would say we should hold off on rendering the decision until the applicant has provided us the information as to right
Well,
or
the-
left.
The stairs will go off to the right.
So as it's represented in this image right here?
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Okay.
The surveyor's
All right. So you are maintaining that those are exactly where the stairs will go if granted approval? Wonderful, thank you.
To see what the structure is supposed to be.
All right, any more questions by the board?
Do we have, I know he just said that he doesn't, where the stairs are gonna go on this is a pretty
He just stipulated where they're showing on the,
Exactly where they're shown.
where they're
I just
showing.
wanted to confirm that because he seemed unsure upon looking at the image, but he's just represented on the record that the stairs will remain as represented on the plan submitted.
So can I have a statement as to what your hardship is again? You know, in your words, as in a paragraph, stating what your specific hardship is.
Having a secondary way of getting out of the house, with the topography being what it is, you know, creating a safe way out in case of a fire or
If the commissioners have no other questions, you can move to close the public hearing.
Yeah, well, don't we have to open the floor to the public even though?
Yes, you absolutely do. Yep.
Well, just, can I just say one thing, just as an aside?
Absolutely, no?
Part of doing this, you know, we want to get rid of all the existing stairs that are going up, that I don't know if that's like part of the, you know, the 47, there's actually more than 47 steps that are going up. I don't know if that's part of the zoning thing with,
With respect to removing the stairs, that would not require a meeting such as this today. With
no, but I'm
respect-
saying like, part of the, like, if I could do what I want to do, I would get rid of the stairs, which I don't think are they necessarily where they're supposed to be? Like, would I, in other words, if I wanted to build those stairs now, would I need approval to build them?
Not to rebuild them in place. To rebuild them in place, because they would be deemed a non-conforming structure, similar to your structure today.
Right.
If you
Well,
wanted
That's what I'm
to,
saying, I would like to take those out, if that would help, like with, you know,
if you're proposing that you will remove the non-conforming stairs,
right,
if this commission was amicable to granting you
Correct.
this new variance, I would question how you would gain access to the property.
well, we are in the process of getting permits from the state,
For the driveway that I believe you
Driveway,
and I had
yeah.
spoken about?
right?
And if that does not go through, you will be on the record today as removing those stairs. I just want you to be clear on that.
Okay,
And not only that, I'd like to be clear on which stairs he's talking, the existing ones from the state road going up to the structure, or the ones that are coming off of the proposed deck?
no, the existing ones that are out.
Okay, all
Right.
right. I
It's
just,
my
I wasn't,
understanding, but that's fair for the
yeah,
record,
I didn't,
absolutely.
I wasn't sure what we were on, that's all.
No problem. So, Mr. Demiglio, I would say, given that we're just speaking about removing the nonconformity, your claim today is a hardship based on topography and egress. That's what this commission has heard. If I'm wrong in that statement, please correct me.
That's correct.
However, removing a nonconforming stair system as a result of getting approval for the driveway,
Hypothetical.
you could have the conversation with the commission today. If that's something they would be, you know, more amicable to grant you the variance today, I personally, you know, if you were removing a nonconformity with regard to the existing structure, I could see that, but regarding the stairs, it's tough for me to say. They're the commission. Ultimately, it's not my decision.
And now with that, once you did remove the stairs, it'd be one thing to repair in place, but to totally remove and redo, I think that would create
I wouldn't
a
redo them.
difficult situation for,
I wouldn't redo them.
Yeah.
I would just get,
all right.
they're,
Well, I can't advise you what to do, I'm just saying, you would have to check with the town to find out the process if you were to redo those, if for some reason you have no other access. From what I'm hearing, you're trying to get a road cut off the main road to put a driveway in. All right, so I would probably speak more in terms of hypothetically, and just
well,
address
yeah.
one situation at a time.
Okay,
And this evening is basically, from what I'm gathering and looking at this permit, is for an 8x8 deck off the northeast corner of the house side with a stairway off to the back. Is that what you just are gonna retain to?
correct.
Okay. All right. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to the public for any questions. I'd like to have the record state that there's no one in the audience for any objections or in favor of. I'm looking for a motion to close the hearing, if anybody has,
Make a motion, close the hearing?
Second?
All in, and all in
Alright.
favor?
we have a motion to close the hearing. At this point, we've heard everything you
All
have.
in favor?
All in favor?
All in favor?
All in
Yep.
favor? David
Len, did
says
we get,
yes.
you got an aye?
All in favor?
Usually an aye. I know, it's been a year, guys. I get it. We will be back on, a smooth ship, but
It's
all in
been so
favor,
long.
ayes. The ayes are all in favor of closing the public hearing.
Yep.
Aye.
Thank
Aye.
you,
Aye.
Aye.
D'Amiglio. You can sit back down. We can move in
Do you want to keep those things you need?
certified.
Leave are submitted to
We'll
the
take
town.
those
Okay.
and we will add them
And they're
into
in your
the.
file, so.
Okay.
And they're pretty good as far as not losing stuff.
Okay.
So we'll add those into your file. Thank you, Mr. D'Amiglio.
So I'll set, or should
You should hang out.
okay.
Yep.
All right, at this point, I open up for a discussion among board members. Anybody have any questions? Or anything they want to say?
No, it's pretty clear.
Okay,
No comment from David? Okay.
everybody else set? Ready to take a vote?
Jada, do you have a draft resolution?
No, because I wasn't sure
You don't?
on this one.
Okay. Given that we don't have a draft resolution, I would advise that you table the vote on this till the following meeting, where you will have a resolution in front of you that you will be approving or denying that day, but you will have the literature regarding what's going to be entered into the file at that meeting.
Okay, will we be within the window of the
Mhm.
65 days?
Yep.
All right, put in motion to table this to the following meeting. Anybody want a second?
Second.
State your name, please.
Or wait,
Nope.
no.
He's fine. All in favor?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
David? Perfect.
David says aye.
Awesome.
All right, at this point in time, we need to do,
The other one.
no, this is, no.
Nope, they
We're
already
just
voted to
submitted.
accept it.
That's all we
Oh,
did,
okay.
yeah,
All
in
right.
for application. At this point, we have, as far as any new business, do we have any new business? That's besides this application?
That's the only one
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
All right, other business, as far as any bills, do we have any new bills, anything?
Not that I know of. Sonia?
Do we have any new
Bills?
bills?
Actually, before we move on, can
Oh.
I just get a vote? Because I know that previously we added the new application to the agenda. I just need a vote from the commission accepting
I
it.
apologize, I
Yeah.
forgot that, yes.
That's
Oh, no,
okay.
we did, we asked for a vote for it, we all second, it was second. Sharon did
We
it.
added
and-
it,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's-
yeah, I had Sharon and
Well, Len and John
Len.
both, yep,
accepted it into the agenda is what I have.
correct. We
Accepted into the agenda.
Oh,
We
Okay.
have to accept the application as a
Oh.
new business for the public hearing that would
Gotcha.
be set for the
Oh, I
next
see.
month's meeting.
all
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So it's open to vote for accepting the new application for new business. Well,
Second.
there you go. All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
David?
Aye.
All right, so now it's accepted. So not only do we have to say we have it, but isn't that really the,
It's not on the agenda.
oh,
If I had also put it on the agenda, then it would have been. We're just accepting it.
okay.
But because it was not on the agenda, we had to make a motion to accept it in today's meeting, since it was not present
All right,
in the
and
agenda.
now we're accepting the application.
Now we are accepting it, and now,
okay.
that's why, I'm sorry for that confusion,
all right.
but,
No,
you know.
don't, thanks for clarification on that. Thank you.
All right, well, how about we move to the minutes? Do we have approval of the minutes from the previous, actually, from December 6th of 2022?
That was our previous meeting.
22.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
We didn't meet at all last year?
No.
All right, so I
All right,
motion to take the approval.
I second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You, no, you abstain. He has to abstain.
You are correct,
He
Sharon.
wasn't here.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, next time, Len.
Aye.
So, but why would he even have to, just out of curiosity, as far as that?
Len was not at the meeting, so therefore he can't be a commissioner that approves what was said.
He still
at the
has to
meeting.
state that he,
He's stating he's abstaining.
He has to just abstain.
You have to make a decision, one way or the other. If
So-
there's a conflict, such as the time conflict that Len would be under, then an
so
abstention.
it's just a formality, just to,
Right.
okay, for everybody that's, okay, no, I understand, I didn't know if it was.
As volunteers, as dutiful officers, your job is to render votes for particular decisions,
Okay.
positive, negative, or in cases where there's issues, abstentions.
All right. Any other business that may properly come before the commission or commissioner?
No, and I'm sorry, I don't have any right now.
All right,
I can report the $40 for the new nameplates for the commissioners that we have, for Gary and for Len. That was an expense reported to the,
Would you like to approve the bills for the $40 cost for the new
yes,
nameplates?
in favor of it, aye.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I didn't
it
hear
was,
that.
for the new commissioners, the new nameplates were $40. So we have the commission to,
All right,
as the new bill.
Seconded by Sharon?
second.
Perfect, thank you.
Well, I guess that is for a motion to adjourn.
Just one more thing,
Oh,
and I'm sorry, I'm bringing this up again, but are we setting a
Members.
public hearing for the new application for next month?
Yes.
You're setting a public hearing
yeah,
for next month?
yeah.
Okay.
And then also, don't we have to vote on the board members? Don't we have to?
Election of officers, yep,
Right, so then we can't adjourn then now until.
correct.
All right, but we have to adjourn so that I could step out of my position.
No, you
No?
can
To
stay.
elect yourself?
elect.
You can vote for yourself.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
just
just,
saying in general, before we go through that process, don't, or do we stay in session to do all that?
No, election of officers happens
you
in
just
session.
recuse yourself at the moment, at the time of the election as a chairperson, and then the commission votes you in back as a
Okay,
chairperson.
all right,
So-
so the process would be for me to say I adjourn,
I recuse myself.
I'm
As
sorry,
a- I recuse myself as a
I
chairperson.
recuse myself as the chairman of the board
Mark is eligible to
to
vote for
allow
himself.
forward to process of voting our chair members. So at
you
this
can-
point in
you
time,
can
I'm no
vote.
longer, and now you need to recuse yourself.
No,
Sharon,
wait, no, you have to stay,
want me to take over?
you have to take over,
Oh.
and then,
Okay.
As a
Okay,
vice chair.
Sharon Scarlett will now take over for the election of our board.
and then you appoint Mark.
You would make a motion as to
Ma-
who you
Take
feel
a
should
vote.
be the chair.
Make a motion that you would like to appoint Mark as the
Whoever.
chair.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to appoint
Mark Kane.
Mark Kane as our chairman of the ZBA moving forward for the next, was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Next 2 years. Anybody from the floor, don't you say it 3 times? Don't you say it 3 times or something? Anybody else, anybody else,
You can say
anybody
3
else?
times, yep, you can
Yeah,
say 3 times.
Okay, so anybody else?
Second.
Anybody else?
Oh.
Anybody else? Okay, do we have a second?
Second that.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you, David.
Now the same applies for you, Sharon, so
Okay,
you
now I'm
recuse.
recusing myself as vice chair, and now Mark Kane can
As a
take over
chairperson, correct.
to do the next step. Thank you.
All right, I am electing,
Sharon Scarlett.
yeah, jeez, I forgot your last, Sharon Scarlett, as vice chair. I got a senior moment there for, as vice chair of the board. All in favor? Or should I say,
You need a second.
we need a second. Anybody?
I'll second that. I'll
David.
second that.
Dave Pitari, second that. Thank you, David.
You got a totally mind blank. I was gonna be more formal and say Miss in your last name, and I just totally,
It's
all
Miss
in
Sharon.
favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye, I vote for myself. You too?
I don't know, can I vote?
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah, because this is now.
All right, so now we need
That
a
was-
secretary?
No, we don't have a secretary, but we can appoint, we can welcome Len
Here and
and
there.
Gary and
Yeah.
the new commissioners.
As the new commissioners, but we have to actually vote them in then. Okay, so we have the election of 2 more commissioners, Len LeBona and John Allen. All in favor?
Aye,
Aye?
Aye.
That's 3. So we do have John,
And I vote yes.
Len,
Yes.
so now we all have our positions back. Wonderful.
Did we vote in Gary?
I'm sorry?
I'm still in there, right?
yeah,
Oh,
you're still
well,
Gary,
there.
Dave-
yeah, you.
Oh, we
you
have to
mentioned that-
vote David in too, yes,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, we got
So
it.
we all in favor of voting David? I'm sorry, I apologize.
Second.
I make a motion to have David stand in as a commissioner. Okay,
All in favor?
Yes, aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
aye,
Sorry, David, you're not here, I just totally forgot about you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I have him right in my hand.
I don't see him now. Oh,
So
my
what's the
goodness.
count so far, who we have?
We have 7 total.
We have
correct?
7 total,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
One
Tonight,
alternate.
can we have the names, please?
Yes, it is Mark Kane, Sharon Scarlett, Len LeBona, John Allen, David Patari, Gary Garofalo. That's pretty much everybody.
Is there one more? Is that 7? That's 6? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're short, unfortunately. So, at this time, I motion to adjourn.
I second.
All right.
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, David.
Okay, I gotta head out, get to the meeting, sunset.
Oh, poor you. Yeah. Oh, wait, you get the map. This one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I walked out one time with a whole bunch of stuff.
All right, guys.
All right.
Drove them all.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Enjoy. It's good seeing everyone.
Yeah, same here.
Here, you know, it's good,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, okay.
I,
Let's see. Oh, yes. See, I did that before.
okay.
And we're all scrambling, looking to turn the whole place up. Yes. Okay.